The following program is brought to you by Pizza Productions.
What it is, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an all-new episode of the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Porter. Guys, we are back to report the week that was professional wrestling. And guys, this week I have a very special guest, Jameson, making his debut on the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Dude, I'm here to talk about professional wrestling, man. And you wanted to talk about professional wrestling too, so that's why you're here as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think about professional wrestling? What do you like so much about it?
I like about when they pin them where they just get on top of them and they just pull their leg up. I like doing that. I mean, I really do like how they do that. It's pretty cool. And I like to do that to my brother, Jory. And I can't lift his leg up. I try so much, but I can't. But I think it's really cool, and I like how Kalisto and Sin Cara, where they do that flip.
They do the flipping in the ring.
Yeah.
You know, Sin Cara and Kalisto haven't been tag team for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Sin Cara.
Sin Cara is a bad man. I don't trust him anymore.
Really?
I don't trust him anymore, Jameson. I just don't. It's crazy.
Yeah, but how come
He's just a jerk face. He's a complete jerk face to everybody backstage.
No, but how did he become a bad guy?
He just told Kalisto one day, he's like, you know what, brother? I don't want to tag with you anymore. And Kalisto's like, what, Sin Cara? And then Sin Cara punched him in the face. It's not really how it happened. I don't know. I think they got separated by the draft or something, and they just it's been a little while. Because Kalisto's on 205 now. He's on 205 Live, which is like the cruiserweight show. And I don't even know where Sin Cara is. I never see him anymore. But he's got a pretty cool costume, though, on the WWE 2K19.
Oh,
it's all white and stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Wait. Oh, yeah. I on the game, I still like them. Even if they're my favorite character and they're bad, even if they say, boo, we don't like you, I like them. I just wish he wasn't a bad guy.
I don't know if he is a bad guy, Jameson. I just kind of made that up. So. He could be a bad guy.
Butthead.
Dude, that's what we do here on the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast. We make jokes, Jameson.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, you're falling in line. Let's go ahead and kick off wrestling, dude, because everybody's here to listen to us talk about wrestling.
Yeah.
So, do you like Seth Rollins?
Yeah, I like him. He's pretty cool.
Okay, so him and Bobby Lashley have been having some issues, and Seth Rollins, him and Bobby Lashley started off Monday Night Raw by fighting in the back, and it eventually led out to the end of to the arena. And then, so they're fighting and stuff, and the whole locker room's trying to break it up. And then all of a sudden John Cena came back.
Oh, yeah, I like that part.
Yeah, and John Cena came back and basically declared that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's cool because you don't really see him either, just like Sin Cara.
John Cena?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, dude. You don't see John Cena anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's because he went to Hollywood. He does a lot of movies now. You saw him in the Bumblebee movie, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Exactly. It's crazy, right? It's like, John Cena, aren't you supposed to be a wrestler? Come on, dude.
Well, yeah, but if you want to do some of those and do that, it would be really hard, but it would be fun at the same exact time.
So you remember that guy that we watched in the steel cage match last week, Drew McIntyre? You remember on New Year's Day we were sitting there when we watched Monday Night Raw and the steel cage match?
Oh,
it was Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah, that was epic.
That was pretty epic, dude. Well, turns out Drew McIntyre has also declared his candidacy for the Royal Rumble. So he interrupted John Cena, and so basically
did he beat him up?
Almost. They almost went at it. But then all of a sudden Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins came fighting back out again. And then Dean Ambrose came out. And then Finn Balor came out. So then they had a 6-man tag match.
Oh, yeah.
And Rollins, Cena, and Balor defeated Ambrose, McIntyre, and Lashley in a 6-man tag match. I thought it was pretty fun, dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty fun match. I thought Monday Night Raw was a pretty good show this past week for the most part. Because I watched the Hulu version, so it cuts out, like, I don't have to pay attention to all the stupid, like,
yeah.
you know, the filler and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember, but, like, back when I was a kid, there used to be this announcer called Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah.
And he used to be really, he used to be, like, the main interview guy. And he's really well known, but he died here last week.
Wait, who?
Mean Gene Okerlund.
Who are they?
He's an old announcer from when I was a kid in WWF. Well, WWE.
I never saw him.
Yeah, well, I'll show them to you sometime because I have like the old Survivor Series, and plus we have the network, so we can go back and watch it. We just need to watch more wrestling, Jameson.
Yeah.
We totally do. But you remember Hulk Hogan? You know Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Okay, so Hulk Hogan came back.
Yeah.
And they dedicated, they did a video package for Mean Gene, and then Hulk Hogan did like a promo to Mean Gene stuff because you know he's dead. So it was pretty good. Like I don't know, I thought it was good. We also saw the Lumberjack Raw Tag Team Champions Bobby Roode and take on Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus the Revival. You know any of those names?
Not really.
Yeah, well, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, they're kind of like. There are two single. Well, Chad Gable used to be in a tag team with Jason Jordan, but they broke up. And
Wait,
then.
What do you mean, like? So they used to be a team, and then they broke up. Like they're not a team anymore.
Well, they
so,
didn't like get him mad. Neither one of them got mad, but like Jason Jordan like got brought over to Raw, and then he's been like hurt for the last year with like a neck injury.
How did that happen?
Just dude, wear and tear in the ring, pretty much.
Oh, so
Like,
it's
just doing moves. I mean, you mess your body up like doing that shit. You know what I mean. So like, but so in the Revival, the Revival are really like they're kind of like an old school tag team. You know, kind of like back in the day with like the Four Horsemen. Like in the 80s, like NWA, like they're about wrestling, like professional wrestling. So I thought it was a pretty fun match for the most part, and they've done this thing basically where the Revival have gotten pinned the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But like they don't like they're pinned by various means. Like this week they had their legs on the rope, so it's like they're gonna continue the feud.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna probably see another tag team title match probably at the, sometime down the road.
Yeah, I hope they do that because that would be pretty awesome.
You think so?
Yeah.
So we also saw Elias taking on Baron Corbin, which I didn't have to see this garbage.
Yeah.
I'm pretty adamant on the podcast about how much I don't like Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's garbage.
No, yeah, he
really
is.
He really is, right? So Corbin actually defeated Elias. So Elias, he's the guy with the guitar.
Oh yeah, that guy. Oh.
You remember when we went to the Sundome and we saw him there?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I like him, not but.
He's a good guy now.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Elias is a good guy now.
So he used to be a bad guy?
Elias, yeah. Elias
Why?
used to be, because I don't know. He just decided to become good. He was like, hey, I'm sick and tired of being a bad guy. I don't know. I like it. I think it's an entertaining gimmick for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, I enjoy it. But, WWE's coming back to the Sundome next month.
Oh, yeah. That's
In a couple weeks, so I'm going to get tickets here probably in the next couple weeks.
Wait, isn't that one that me and Jory are going to?
Yeah, you and Jory are going to come with me.
Oh, yeah, that's
Because
right.
remember last time they came through, we went. That was like the funnest wrestling show I'd ever gone to. Just because.
Wait, the outside one?
Yeah, the one you went to.
Oh.
Because that was so much. Like, I know that wasn't your first wrestling show. That was actually like your third. But now that you're older, like you like it feels like you appreciate it more. Mm-hmm. So like. I remember
really
when Roman
do.
Reigns got put through the table, and like you were, it was Braun Strowman got put through the table.
Yeah.
Because they were in that like no DQ match, and like that was the best match of the night.
Yeah, my face was just like, what? How? It's like no one can pick up that guy. That guy is like heavy.
Well, speaking of Braun Strowman, he's gonna fight Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble for the Universal Championship. You know Brock Lesnar is, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so they're gonna fight, and so they had an angle like this past Monday, and it was really stupid.
Oh yeah.
It was really stupid. Like apparently they timed it so that way, like when Brock Lesnar's entrance was to like be exactly when they went to halftime. So it was kind of like there was like some awkward moments in there.
Yeah.
Which it kind of explains it if they were waiting for like the halftime to go into effect for the college, because they had the college football championship on Monday.
Yeah.
It was Alabama and Clemson. So that was like their major competition. So this was like going into halftime, and I don't know. I'm not really like that stoked about this match, honestly. Like we've seen this match before. It's not that great of a match. I don't think it's gonna be that much better come the Royal Rumble. So, are you gonna watch the Royal Rumble with me?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because I used to not like wrestling because I thought it was boring because you just sit there and watch people fight. But once you actually get, for me, like if you like get older, for me, like it starts to become more interesting as you grow up because there will be more dirty matches.
Dirty matches? What do you mean there? Well, you mean like when they fight dirty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so like no DQ matches?
Like you have to be over like 20 or 30 or anything like that.
Well, you gotta like get chairs and tables.
Yeah.
And ladders.
And all that stuff.
Because me and you get down on WWE 2K19, dude.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love playing wrestling games.
Yeah. And also, I like WK19.
WWE 2K19.
And
it's WWE Hey.
I really like that cage match. Not where you climb out, but you can get out the
Hell in a
ring.
Cell?
Yeah, I really like that one because I like how you can break out of it.
That's pretty fun. Then you go up to the top of the cage and you can throw people around.
And it's cool how you can throw them down in the middle.
So we got still some more business to cover for this week, Jameson. We saw Apollo Crews and Ember Moon taking on Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox. Do you really care about this?
Actually, yeah.
You do? Because I don't. I didn't have to watch this because it wasn't on the Hulu version.
Yeah.
But Moon and Crews defeated Fox and Mahal here. I don't really care about this too much. I don't, I like Ember Moon. I like Crews. I like Alicia Fox. And I guess I like Mahal to a point. But I don't know. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I don't really care. But the one that I don't care. And I do care. So it's like, it's balanced.
It's balanced.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, dude. That's all you can ask for in life.
Yeah.
So we found out who Ronda Rousey's going to face, defend her championship against at the Royal Rumble this coming, here in a couple weeks. Yeah. Surprisingly, it was Sasha Banks that is going to be the one taking on Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Nia Jax came out and like tried, I've gone on record on the podcast of like talking a lot of trash about Nia Jax.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I really kind of enjoyed her spot on Monday. Like, she's getting that, like, whole annoying, because Sasha Banks called her a bitch. And then she's like, oh, no, I'm not a bitch. I'm the bitch. I don't know. Like, her cockiness is, like, it's kind of started, like, I kind of like it. Like, I don't know. She's starting to turn the corner on me a little bit in terms of her delivery.
That's funny.
I liked her delivery, but she ultimately took on Sasha Banks, and Sasha Banks tapped her out, I think. So Sasha Banks is going to fight Ronda Rousey at the Royal Rumble. So that should be a good match.
Yeah, it should be.
The main event we saw was a Falls Count Anywhere match, which you're talking about like a dirty match. Yeah. It was the Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose defending against Seth Rollins here. Because Seth Rollins, basically he's been on a tear, dude. He's just been beating the shit out of a bunch of people and like basically telling Triple H, he's like, I want the chance. Like it's a possibility he could win the Royal Rumble and face like the champion at WrestleMania this year. So I personally really like Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
I think Seth Rollins is pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And so seeing him, he almost beat Dean Ambrose, which they had some cool spots in there. Yeah. It was a good match.
Yeah, I really did like that. That was pretty cool.
But Bobby Lashley came out in at the end and unfortunately cost Seth Rollins the match, so Dean Ambrose got the win. But I kind of like what they're doing, Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins. I think I think it's better use of Bobby Lashley, the best use of Bobby Lashley that we've seen on the main roster, since he's come back since May. Yeah. So it was really good to see Seth Rollins or Bobby Lashley, walk away with the upper hand this week. But again, Seth Rollins though, he's on the up and up, dude. So that was Monday Night Raw. So we move on to Tuesday Night SmackDown. So we kicked off. Apparently we I pulled up the wrong fucking. I pulled up the wrong grades here. It was I pulled up the one from December the 18th. Okay, so I was like, didn't that? It said Paige steps down as Raw GM or SmackDown GM. I was like, that happened like a month ago. So Asuka versus Becky Lynch is what's going to happen at the Royal Rumble. So basically, Becky Lynch is going to face Asuka for the championship. Which Becky Lynch is like, I don't know how much you pay attention to women wrestling.
I like women wrestling. It's cool. I mean, I really do like it. It's awesome. And I don't really like Becky Lynch.
I like Becky Lynch.
Well, I like her, but she's just, I just don't like the way that she just talks.
Oh, I don't like the way she talks.
Yeah, I think she kind of talks dirty a little bit.
I'd like Becky Lynch to talk dirty. That's gonna go over your head.
I never knew that. You should have told me that.
What do you think talking dirty is?
Talking smack.
No.
What?
You'll know when you're older. So we kicked off SmackDown with R-Truth taking on Daniel Bryan. So Daniel Bryan obviously defeated R-Truth. So Daniel Bryan's the WWE champion right now. What are your thoughts on Daniel Bryan?
Not really.
You know he's from Washington?
I did not know that actually.
He's from Aberdeen. Yeah. So that's where Kurt Cobain's from. You know who Kurt Cobain is?
No, he never told me about him.
He's in a band called Nirvana. They're from Seattle. He's also from Aberdeen too, though. So we also saw Rey Mysterio and Mustafa Ali take on Samoa Joe and Andrade Cien Almas. This was a really fun match. I think SmackDown's always going to be your better show, week in, week out. I really do. So seeing Joe and Almas defeat Mysterio and Ali here, I like seeing the two heels pick up the win. Big fans of all those guys.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that?
Not really.
Okay. So we saw Rusev basically lash out at Shinsuke Nakamura, which last week we saw Shinsuke attack Rusev because Rusev won the U.S. Championship from Shinsuke Nakamura.
And I wish Shinsuke Nakamura did not turn into a bad guy because he has awesome music. He's just awesome. It's just I just wish that he just didn't
turn into a bad guy.
Yeah.
I like him as a bad guy. I think it's allowed him to like show more personality and stuff.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I like it.
Well, I like it, but
do you like Rusev?
Yeah, I really do like him.
Well, so yeah, this is a fun segment between both of them here. So yeah, basically it's one of the bigger issues that the United States Championship has been since 2018. Man, I don't know what to say about it, but it seems like it was fun. We saw a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Usos taking on The Bar.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Bar did defeat the Usos, so The Bar retains the titles.
Technically, who is The Bar?
It's Sheamus, the Mohawk.
Oh, him.
And Cesaro.
Oh.
Yeah. You used to like, that was like, you really did like Sheamus.
Yeah, I really did. I still really do like him. But isn't that Sheamus teamed up with that other guy? What's his name called? I can't remember, but
Cesaro?
Cesaro. Aren't they teams?
Yeah, they're a team. That's why they're called The Bar.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're the tag champs right now.
Yeah.
So we did see, like I said, Becky Lynch took on Charlotte Flair versus Carmella for a number one contenders match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So it's going to be Becky Lynch challenging Asuka at the Royal Rumble, which is kind of interesting. I really hope they do Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. I really hope that is the match that they fucking go with, but we'll see what happens. Whatever. Yeah. So that was SmackDown this week, Jameson. We'll try to hurry along through because I can tell you're getting tired and it's almost your bedtime.
I'm not. I'm wide awake.
Yeah, I know, right? So basically, we opened Ring of Honor TV this week here. We had highlight video of Final Battle. So it's good to see that Ring of Honor is finally caught up to the event that took place almost a month ago back in December. Basically, it focused on Jay Lethal retaining the world title over Cody and the Briscoes recapturing the tag team championships in the ladder war. So basically, we opened up the show with Ian Riccaboni in the middle of the ring. We saw Chris Sabin, Flip Gordon, Dalton Castle, and Marty Scurll. Basically, all of them have earned title shots within this coming year. So they were going to face off in a 4-way match to determine who gets the first shot between the 4 of them. So this led out to Matt Taven, which Matt Taven is part of the Kingdom, and he thinks he claims to be the real world champion. He has a fake world championship.
Really?
And so this caused Jay Lethal to come out, who is the actual Ring of Honor champion, which you haven't watched Ring of Honor, so I know you don't know anything I'm talking about right now, but we need to start watching Ring of Honor together. We should. It's the one that we watch on TV sometimes. It comes on the free TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll watch it sometimes. I usually watch it on my phone.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I brought them out. Yeah, man. So basically, they started off with a brawl there, kind of like how Raw started. So it was actually a fun opening, I thought. We saw the Ring of Honor World Television Championship champion Jeff Cobb taking on Luchasaurus, which Luchasaurus is kind of like Sin Cara. He's like 6'11", and he's got like this lucha mask and stuff, and he's like the Luchasaurus, where he's like a dinosaur type character.
Oh, that guy.
I don't know if you've seen him, but he's pretty cool though.
No, I have.
Okay. But yeah, Jeff Cobb's really good. I've seen Jeff Cobb in person before at Defy, and he always impresses me.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jeff Cobb picked up the win, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. We saw in our second match was the Gatekeeper, Kelly Klein versus Nikki Adams in a Women's of Honor World Championship match, which Kelly Klein just won the title at Final Battle, and she announced that she's going to defend the championship every time that she's in the ring. So that's... so I guess, I don't know. So I don't know about that, but, Kelly Klein did pick up the win in 3 minutes and 8 seconds, and I like Kelly Klein. Yeah. So you ever heard of Kelly Klein?
Yeah, I heard of him once.
Yeah? So this caused Jenny Rose to make an entrance with the mic in her hand. Well, I know, obviously, she has a mic. Yeah. Basically, she congratulated Klein. Apparently, they have a match at Honor Reigns Supreme on January 13th. Which is, I believe, this Sunday, which we are not covering that. I canceled my Ring of Honor subscription. I don't know, guys. We're going to keep covering Ring of Honor TV, and we'll cover the big shows, but I ain't covering no Honor Reigns Supreme this coming Sunday, guys. Yeah. So we saw that. We saw Brian Milonas found Beer City Bruiser sitting alone at the bar. Bruiser said that he and Silas Young were friends for years, but now Young won't even return his calls. Milonas assumed Young would be in the locker room if he was anywhere, and he told Bruiser to go find him and demand an answer. So thank you, PW Torch, for giving us lines this week. I will give full credit to reading that to their website. Dude, PW Torch is a great website to get wrestling information from, guys, obviously. So we saw a teaser video that aired for the farewell to the Elite, because the Elite are starting AEW, so it's a new wrestling federation. It's all Elite wrestling. It's pretty big, dude. They did a rally this week. Yeah. And I should be talking about it more, and I think we will talk more about it here in the coming weeks, but, Chris Jericho is going to be wrestling for him.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the Young Bucks, Cody, Hangman Page. It's pretty cool, man. So, so SCU, Daniels, SCU's music did hit, so we saw Christopher Daniels make his entrance, alone to the arena, basically dressed in a suit. It basically said this is basically his going away speech within Ring of Honor, because SCU is going to All Elite Wrestling as well. Yeah. So Jeff Koff, the COO of Ring of Honor, walked out on stage, and he said that basically that they've had their differences, but Daniels did something at Final Battle. He basically put on his body on the line in the Flip Gordon Bully Ray match to protect Kerry Silkin, which Kerry Silkin was the original owner of Ring of Honor. So because that, Koff wanted to offer him a 2019 Ring of Honor contract. Daniels hugged Silkin at ringside, and Koff accepting the folded up contract, which is kind of weird because he's going to. I wonder how that's going to work. Shane Taylor jumped Daniels from behind to beat him down. Taylor demanded to know where his contract was. Daniels caught Taylor with a splash over the top rope. Daniels uploaded with chops. And truthfully, I actually didn't watch this week. I actually, unfortunately, did miss this one, so that's why I'm kind of catching up on this and finding out what happened here. I don't know, guys. I will have. If you watched it this week, so Daniels won't be remembered for his legs. He'll be remembered. I mean, he's gone. I mean, of course he is. Okay, so yeah, whatever. So we saw the 4-corner match: Marty Scurll, Dalton Castle versus Chris Sabin versus Flip Gordon. The winner would challenge for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Honor Reign Supreme, which Dalton Castle was the winner and will advance to this Sunday. So Dalton Castle facing Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor Championship. Jameson, thoughts on Ring of Honor? Should we watch more of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to finish off really quick with NXT. You've seen NXT. We watched NXT. So Dakota Kai and Io Shirai versus Marina Shafir. Damn it, I fucking pulled up the wrong fucking results again, dude. All right, here we are. So Johnny Gargano kicks off the first NXT of 2019. Basically, he kicked off a promo, revealed that... Basically, it looks like him and Ricochet, him and Ricochet look to be maybe going to fight for the North American Championship at NXT Phoenix. So that's pretty cool. I didn't watch NXT this week either, dude. So we're kind of all of us and the listener are kind of learning everything together. So I wouldn't mind that. We saw Nikki Cross taking on Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is going to challenge for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT Phoenix. And then Nikki Cross is going to the main roster here. So obviously Belair defeated Cross. And they actually had like a series of matches here in the last couple months. And they actually had really good matches here. So I actually might go out of my way just to rewatch and see that match there. But we also saw Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner in action. They defeated Watts and Kunzman. Okay, apparently he got a fucking A. I don't know why. Maybe we'll have to figure it out. Then we also saw EC3 taking on Adam Cole. That would actually be a fun match here. They had a pretty fun match here back a couple months ago as well. So kind of a lot of rematches in a sense here on this show. So the match, they say the match itself was okay, telling the story of a babyface forced to overcome injury and distraction only to fall short thanks to well-timed interference. So we also saw the War Raiders return to television. So I'm really glad to see them back. So apparently they will be challenging for the the NXT Tag Team Championships at NXT Phoenix. So that's NXT and Ring of Honor, SmackDown, and Raw this week. Jameson, what are your final thoughts on the week that was professional wrestling?
I don't know really. I haven't really thought about that.
Yeah, well, I thank you for coming on the podcast today.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Shake hands.
Yeah.
All right, any final thoughts before we go?
Not really. I'm still kind of thinking of them. Yeah. I'm not tired, but it's just I'm still thinking.
We gotta start watching wrestling. You're gonna do this with me. We gotta both of us gotta start watching it, so that way you become aware of Ring of Honor and NXT.
Yeah.
So we're gonna turn you into a super fan.
Yeah.
You're gonna be reading this dirt sheets by Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you guys for checking us out this week, dude. Coming up next week, we got a pretty big week on the shows, man. We just dropped the podcast that no one listens to with Brandon Allen this week. Next week, we got the return of the In the Mouth of Madness podcast. We are providing commentary, our riff on Battle Escape from Los Angeles, guys. So that's gonna be another banger of a show. And then plus, yeah, dude, we always have the Totally Necessary Wrestling podcast coming up next week as well. So ladies and gentlemen, guys, thank you fucking for listening all the time, guys. Aren't we thankful, Jameson?
Yes, we are.
So stay humble and stay with it, guys. God bless, and you guys have a good night.